great. Agresti Real Estate.
So what is a home inspection? It's an election made by the buyer on the agreement of sales document to have a licensed home inspector go through the home that they are buying to make sure that there are no major issues that need to be addressed between the buyer and the seller. Why is a home inspection important? There may be problems with the home that are not seen with the naked eye. I recently sold a home and went through the home with the buyer and everything looked good. And then we had a home inspection and found out that the home was infested with termites. So the cost to take care of this was around $5,000. So if you are an agent for a buyer and the home is not brand new, suggest to the buyer to get a home inspection. The cost is the responsibility of the buyer, and it usually runs between $300 and $350. And there are other inspections that are done like insects, radon, water, wood, and these are all options to the buyer when purchasing a home. How do I choose a home inspector? I usually provide a list to my clients, and I've made this list up by talking with other agents that have been in the business for longer than I have. They have given me names of home inspectors that they've used. So I provide this list to my clients, tell them to call the inspectors, find out exactly what they do on an inspection, and then what their pricing is, and then make a choice from that to call. It is the buyer's decision to make the choice of the home inspector. It is not the agent's decision. How quickly do I need to get a home inspection? Well, this depends on the wording that you've done in the sales agreement. Usually I use like 15 days in the contingency section of the agreement, and this allows time for them to find a home inspector, for the inspection to be done. It usually takes 24 to 48 hours for them to do their inspection. And then they'll provide a report that usually takes anywhere from 24 to 48 hours after the inspection to get back to the buyer. What type of things are included in a standard home inspection? Home inspections will look at plumbing, electrical, foundations. They will look for leaks. If there is a garage door opener, does it work? Anything exposed that should be covered. Insulation, missing electrical plugs in switch covers, around water sources. Do they have the correct electrical outlet installed? It's pretty detailed with photos and written explanation with suggestions and corrective actions to take to correct the problem. What happens when I receive my inspection? You'll get the report and you'll share it with your agent. The agent will also share it with the seller's agent. The buyer and the agent will go through the report and pick out important items that need corrected. They'll send a document to the seller's agent who will review it with the seller and determine what they will cover. The seller can cover everything or partial list or reject everything. So everything is negotiable between the buyer and the seller at this time. And you have a certain period of time to cover everything. And if that doesn't happen, the buyer can walk away and the sale will terminate, or the buyer can say, I agree with everything. Both parties signed the document and they take corrective action from there. I would ask for any work that's being done that you have a legitimate contractor doing the work, and ask for all the paid invoices for the work being done. What do you love about being a real estate agent? I do a lot of work with first-time home buyers, and I get a great feeling taking them through the home buying process and seeing the look on their faces when they get their home. The home buying process can be scary and very stressful, so I try to help them with providing them as much information and help doing the home buying process to ease some of that pressure and stress from buying a home. What's the best part about working at Agresti's? It is the atmosphere. It's a winning attitude. The cooperation with all the individuals, the agents, the office staff, the owner is great. And everyone wants you to succeed and are very helpful with what you have, any difficult time with clients, with listings, with any questions that you may have during the process. You can ask anybody, and we are all here to support each other And you don't find that in many places. So thank you for listening.